As we settle in, may I request that we remain standing for the official national salutation of the national anthem of the Republic of Kenya, to be followed by the East African Community Anthem, all unofficial headgear, to be dressed down. National Anthem. That we remain standing for a short word of prayer, led by Madam Judy from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Welcome, Madam.
Let us pray. Father, in the mighty name of Jesus, we come before thy throne of mercy this wonderful morning, with thanksgiving in our hearts for your grace and mercy that you have shown us. We thank you for the gift of life for each one of us here, as we come to comfort our mother, Mama Ida, and family for the loss of our son, a great son of this nation, Raila Odinga. We ask you that you may embrace them with your comfort and peace. As we fellowship with them, we celebrate the life that you gave our Honorable Raila Odinga and the service that he gave to this nation. We ask you that you may comfort all of us, and we look into that life for inspiration, that we may grow our nation to even greater heights. Thank you. We ask for your peace, for your wisdom, and for your control and comfort as we mourn and celebrate the life that we have lost. Thank you again for being with us. May you begin with us and end with us. In Jesus' name we pray.
May we be seated. The family of His Excellency Engineer Dr. Raila Amolo Odinga, led by Your Excellency Canon Dr. Ida Odinga EGH, the Principal Secretary, State Department for Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abraham Korir Sing'oei, CBS, the Director General, United Nations Office, Nairobi, UNON, Zainab Hawa Bangura, the Dean of Diplomatic Corps, Kenya, Your Excellency Baene Rusomi, Ambassador of the State of Eritrea to Kenya, Your Excellency, Ambassadors and Heads of Diplomatic Missions represented here, the Director General, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Joseph Maikara, the Member of Parliament for Kisumu County in the National Assembly, Honorable Ruth Odinga, and the Member of Parliament in the East African Legislative Assembly, Honorable Winnie Odinga, all members of Parliament present and all protocols observed. Your Excellencies, permit me to quote Nobel Peace Prize winner Dr. Martin Luther King, who once said that our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. End of quote. Allow me to thank you, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, for this momentous presentation of this memorabilia. It does matter to the Odinga family. It does matter to millions of Kenyans and people around the world who believed in the cause of His Excellency, Engineer Dr. Raila Amolo Odinga. And with that, kindly shake the hand of the person next to you and tell them thank you for coming. Just one more time, thank you for coming. It's a bright sunny day. It's the 30th day of January 2026. Allow me, without much ado then, to invite a representative of His Excellency Engineer Dr. Raila Amolo Odinga's family for welcome remarks here at his residence, and this is none other than the last-born child, Honorable Winnie Imgad Kazi Odinga. You're welcome, Mheshimiwa.
Good morning, everybody. I don't know if he's welcoming me to my home or I'm the one to welcome him. Ladies and gentlemen, and all protocols observed, a very good morning to you all. We are all very excited to have you here today. We were just joking. We remember a time when we saw so many government officials at our home. We may be planning an escape through the fence. Today is a momentous occasion. We're here to honor the life of our father, His Excellency Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. Thank you all for coming here. You're all truly welcome. And let's purpose to make this a very remarkable day. Thank you very much, and karibuni.
Well, thank you, Mheshimiwa. Let's appreciate her once more. Without much ado, Your Excellencies, allow me to invite the Director General in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Joseph Maikara, to guide us in the next phase. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, the Master of Ceremony, Mama Ida Odinga and the entire Odinga family, our Principal Secretary, who is the Chief Guest for the State Department of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Kolir Sing'oei, a few heads of missions who have accompanied the peers, led by His Excellency Beyen Rusom, Ambassador of Eritrea, and also the head of the Diplomatic Corps, Dr. Sainabu Awa Bangura, Director General for UNON. I see Ambassador Asem Sabat, Ambassador of Palestine. We see our former Foreign Minister, Honorable Rafael Tuchu, and all dignitaries present. We have come for a very short ceremony. Mama Ida, thank you very much for opening your gates for us. So we want to run this program fairly short. Allow me, with the permission of the Principal Secretary, to invite the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps to spend only 2 minutes to convey his condolences, followed by the Ambassador of Palestine, and then the Dean of UNON in that order. Please, Ambassador Beyen, take the floor. Come.
Good morning, all of you, Amaida, yourself, your children, and your family, and your extended families from both the Odingas and the Mama Aidas. A brother, yes, Korir, and my sister, Madam Banguri, my brother, the Dean of the Arab Diplomatic Corps, all protocol observed. I was not told to talk, so I shortened my talking from my experience that somebody will call me to talk. On behalf of the entire diplomatic corps accredited to the Republic of Kenya, I extend my deepest or our deepest condolences to you, Mama Ida, your children, and the entire Odinga family. We stand with you in this order, in this profound moment of loss. Raila was also very close to me. Maybe we are in-laws to the Railas. And I remember Mama Ida. I call you Mama Ida because I call Raila Baba Ida. You might not be my mother, but I call you Mama Ida. During the wedding of both of our children, and we have a very, very strong young man from our both families, the Kenyans and the Eritreans. Raila, as all call him Baba, let me call him Baba. I have never called him Baba. Let me today call him Baba, because he deserves also to be my Baba. Was not merely a Kenyan leader, but a towering African statesman whose commitment to democratic governance, social justice, and continental integration inspired generations beyond your borders. His voice gave courage to the voiceless across Africa. And we recognize, Mama Ida, that this loss is not just of a public figure, but of a husband and a partner of you. The diplomatic community acknowledges with deep respect your steadfastness during the years of struggle, your dignity during exile, and the strength with which you have carried your family and this nation through its darkest hours. We assure you that these bonds of friendship between our nations and Kenya remain unbroken. We pray for your comfort and strength, and we commit to honoring Raila's legacy by continuing to support the democratic values he championed. May I say thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Beyene, for your remarks. I now invite His Excellency Ambassador S.M. Sabad, Ambassador of Palestine.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. Mama Ida, distinguished guests present here with all protocol observed, I truly feel very, very humbled to be standing here to convey the condolences of the Arab group passing away of the late Honorable Raila Odinga, who was by all means and all measures an exceptional person, not only in the Kenyan context and in the Kenyan political context, but also the entire continental political context, and further beyond that, the relations he had with Arab countries and the impact that he has made in global politics through the African platform is remarkable, will always be remembered, and I have no doubt that his legacy will continue to exist and to be carried forward by your kind self, Mama Ida, and the Odinga family, but also through millions of Kenyan people who have been taught to embrace these values and these morals and political positions and aspirations for many, many years and many, many generations to come. I'm honored to be here among you today. May God bless his soul in eternal heaven, and thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. I now invite Our Excellency Sainabu to come and make a small condolence message.
Your Excellency, Your Excellency Canon Dr. Ida Odinga, Mr. Permanent Secretary, the family Odinga families. I want to first and foremost thank the PS for giving us this opportunity as a United Nations family to join him in coming to, I think, celebrate, honor, and recognize the legacy of the late Dr. Raila Amolo Odinga. I stand here on behalf of the Secretary General of the United Nations and the UN family in Kenya. Kenya is a very special and unique duty station for the UN. We have the biggest UN compound in the world, 140-acre land. This is the only UN duty station where everything the UN is doing is here. Not New York, not Geneva. This is the only duty station in Africa that have global offices, UNEP and UN Habitat. This is the biggest interagency UN office in the common back offices. And by 2030, the United Nations will be investing $340 million to improve the compound. It's the largest amount the UN has ever spent in any African country, on the exception of peacekeeping. And last but not the least, by 2030, the UN will have built the first assembly hall since 1946. At the end of that assembly hall, Kenya, if called upon, can host the General Assembly. I'm saying this because I'm very honored and privileged for you to join that big family. The UN, we have nearly 20,000 people here. It's the biggest presence in Africa. Over 40 agencies, and in Gigiri alone, we have 76 offices, 5,500 people who call it office. So it's a big family, the biggest in Africa. So we look forward for you joining us, working with us, and fighting the fights for the United Nations in Africa and for the UN. So may the soul of your deceased husband rest in peace. He was a great man. The Eritrea ambassador has spoken, so many people, and I was in New York when he passed. I woke up at 3 in the morning, and then I had to call the secretary and tell him, we have a problem in Kenya. So I know that in the document we are presenting, he sent a letter, and I can assure you, every time he comes to Kenya, passes through, I receive him at the airport, and he always asks about your husband. How is he doing, or the Kenya? He likes to know what is happening. So I'm the little one who gossip on his ear at the airport when I receive him, and I'm seeing back. So I know the regard which we, the system, had for your husband. So I want to thank you very much for receiving us, and I look forward to working with you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Your Excellency Inabu. Madam Aida, with the permission of the PS, allow me to acknowledge in our presence Mr. Joseph Mwangi, the Director of Kenya National Archives, who is with us. Please may you stand so that they can acknowledge you. And again, Mama Aida, just to inform you that the Principal Secretary has been escorted to your home by senior staff at the State Department of Foreign Affairs. Several ambassadors are in the audience, and a number of senior staff. May I ask all the MFA family to stand up? Yeah, kindly wave. Thank you very much. It is now my humble opportunity to invite our Principal Secretary to take the podium and make his remarks, and thereafter hand over the books. Thank you.
Your Excellency, Mama Ida Odinga, members of the Odinga family, I've seen several of them here, my sister Rosemary, my sister Winnie, Mheshimiwa Ruth. I see my brother Junior has joined us and your beautiful spouse. Distinguished members, particularly the Dean, the Ambassador of Eritrea, my brother Bayene Rusum, Your Excellency Zainab Hao Bangura, the head of UNON in Nairobi, Excellencies, friends, ladies and gentlemen. We are here today to convey our gratitude as the Foreign Service of the Republic of Kenya for the life of the late Right Honorable Dr. Raila Amolo Odinga, a life that was lived fully in service, and for the solidarity shown to Kenya and to his family by friends from across the world. Mama Ida, on behalf of the government and the people of the Republic, allow me once again to extend our heartfelt condolences to you, your children, and the entire Odinga family. No words can fully capture such a loss, but please, I think you know by now that the nation and the international community continues to walk this journey of remembrance with you. So today's ceremony is simple in form but profound in meaning from where we stand. We're here to formally hand over condolence messages received from Kenya's international partners following the passing of Raila Odinga, former Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya. These messages came in such huge numbers, and they have been carefully bound together, not merely as documents, but as expressions of respect, affection, and shared loss. As one reads through these pages, what becomes immediately clear is that Raila Odinga was not mourned only as a Kenyan leader, but as a global statesman. From Africa and beyond, from governments, institutions, and individuals, the messages speak of a man whose voice carried hope, whose courage inspired many, and whose commitment to justice and democracy resonated far and beyond. Mzee and Baba's lived his life and service, often at great personal cost. Time and again, at moments when our nation stood at difficult crossroads, he chose dialogue over division, unity over discord, and the long-term good of the country over personal ambition. Those choices shaped Kenya's democratic journey and him deep respect both at home and abroad. Through his leadership, Kenya reaffirmed its place as a credible, principled, and dependable partner in regional peace, cooperation, and diplomacy. Distinguished friends, the messages we present today reflect more than sympathy. They reflect recognition. They acknowledge Baba's contribution to Kenya's foreign policy outlook, his belief in principled diplomacy, Pan-African solidarity, infrastructure-led integration, and Africa's rightful voice in global affairs. They remind us that a nation standing in the world is often shaped by the character and conviction of those who lead it. The decision to bind these condolence messages together was deliberate. This compilation is meant for posterity, for the family, for the nation, and for future generations. In addition to the sets being handed over to the family today, additional sets of these bound volumes will be placed at the Kenya National Archives, the Kenya National Library Service, the Foreign Affairs Library, and the Foreign Affairs Gallery domiciled at Uhuru Gardens National Monument and Museum. There, they will be preserved with care and made accessible to the public so that future generations may understand not only how Kenya mourned, but how the world honored this great man. Mama Ida, as we hand over these bound volumes to you today, please accept them as a symbol of respect, friendship, and solidarity that the international community extended to him and through him to Kenya and to his family at a moment of profound loss, that are testament to a life that mattered, a life that helped shape Kenya's place in Africa and in the world. I wish in a special way to thank members of the Diplomatic Corps and all our international partners for standing with Kenya during the period of national mourning. Your presence, your messages, and your compassion were deeply felt. Before I conclude, Your Excellency Mama Ida, I have two asks. First, in furtherance of the memory of His Excellency Raila Odinga, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and this is a message that my boss, the Minister himself, and the Prime Cabinet Secretary asked me to convey. The Ministry stands ready to work with you and your family as you develop the idea of a museum back at home in Bondo in honor and in commemoration of the life, the legacy, and the contribution of His Excellency Raila Odinga. Our second ask, Your Excellency, is that in view of His Excellency Raila Odinga's immense contribution to democracy and to peaceful resolution of conflicts, we are establishing an annual conference named after him to bring together scholars, statesmen, practitioners of diplomacy and democracy from the continent and around the world on the subject of democracy and diplomacy. An annual convening that we will host here in Nairobi. With your permission, we will be able to do this annually. Lastly, Your Excellency, I wish to convey my personal congratulations to you on your nomination as our ambassador and our representative at the United Nations offices in Nairobi and UNEP. I am confident, Your Excellency, that you will make such a profound mark on a matter that continues to grow in importance, the matter of sustainable development, the matter of sustainability of the environment, and the matter of climate change. I look forward very much in that respect to working with you and supporting you in the execution of that mandate. May Raila Odinga's legacy continue to inspire our nation to choose dialogue over division, justice over expediency, and unity over fear. May his memory remain a source of strength and comfort to his family and to all of us who loved him. Thank you very, very much. Asante sana. God bless you.
Yes, may I now invite Mama Ida to come and receive the books. Please, you can be accompanied with members of your family. And then the director of archives, please come and witness. Oh yeah, that's okay. Frank, yes, yeah. Yes.
So there are 4 volumes of this compendium. The first volume is a collection of tributes from across the world, capturing Dr. Odinga's contribution to foreign policy, as well as original messages from various heads of states and government. The second volume is a collection also of tributes in the form of consolidated messages of thank you, Your Excellency. This is volume 2. Even heavier. That's the second volume. I think you can pass it across. You can pass it across. This is the third volume. It tells you just how many leaders wanted to give voice to their feelings about this great leader. That's the fourth volume. Let's put our hands together for. Thank you very much. Now
We may release you, madam. Pose for a picture. I think pose with the book. Pose with the book for us. People move to the left a bit. You can trunk the PS in between. Yes. Then you can hold the book.
This is where you smile at the camera. Camera, we are good? Thank you, Your Excellency.
So I invite the direct archives to remain to also receive. Let's your archive. The Kenyan who goes there can have an opportunity to read these books.
Thank you very much.
So this is the copy for the National Archive.
Thank you very much.
It's a real pleasure.
I can invite Ida, or you invite her.
Yes. Well, thank you very much for listening to us. It is now my distinct honor to invite Dr. Ida Odinga to just speak to us briefly. Welcome, Your Excellency.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Yeah. Please have a seat. Thank you very much for being here. But first of all, I would like to start by introducing my family. So can you please come here once again so that I can introduce you to the family of Raila Odinga. Now, I'll do it in order of seniority. Yes, you see, they are rearranging themselves because they know that order. Thank you. Now, first of all, I'm here with my sister-in-law, Mheshimiwa Ruth Adhiambo Odinga, who is an MP for Kisumu County. Sometimes we call them women representative of Kisumu County. Thank you. Now, followed by Rosemary Adhiambo Odinga, our daughter, our second-born daughter, and Rosemary is here. Now, the third one is none other than Raila Jr. and his lovely wife, Yvonne. Last but not least, on my left is the Winnie, Imgad, Akoth, Juma, Kazi. Got a string of names. Odinga is the Iala Member of Parliament. Thank you very much. Now, I would also here, and please can you just come over also? Two special friends. We have we have Professor Makau Mutua. Makau Mutua, just say hello to these people and introduce yourself better. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mama Ida, for inviting me to grace this wonderful occasion to celebrate and to honor Kenya's most iconic Democrats. The Right Honorable Raila Odinga had no equal in this country. He rose up every time to defend democracy, to defend human rights, to defend country. And he rose up every time to defend Africa. I would like to also honor Mama Ida Odinga. She stood by him. She held him strong. And as you can all see, she is holding up his legacy. Mama Ida, I want to congratulate you for your nomination to be ambassador to UNEP and to the UN agencies in Nairobi. This role is meant for you. I want to say actually meant and made for you. And we look forward to the work of your hands there. I'd also like to thank my good friend, the PS, Dr. Correa, for so generously leading us in this exercise. And I remember, Dr. Correa, the work that we did together when Baba ran for the AU. Lastly, if you permit me, I would like to honor the children, your children, with the late Honorable Raila Odinga. With us here, Rosemary Jr. and of course Winnie, and of course MP for Kisumu County, the sister to the late Honorable Raila Odinga, Ruth Odinga. I want to thank you very much, and I want to acknowledge the diplomats gathered here today. Thank you so much, Mama.
Very good.
All protocols observed. May I say thank you to Her Excellency now, Ida Odinga. First of all, thank you for having invited me, because I just live across the road, and I heard there was going to be some good food here, so I would have crossed anyway, even if you didn't, even if you didn't invite me. I think, first of all, I want to appreciate and pay tribute to my sister, Her Excellency Dr. Canon now, Ida Odinga, for the very dignified way that she led us during the moment of grief and mourning of our late Prime Minister. She held her head high with such panache. such etiquette that I could not explain. And she continues to hold her head high and to continue with the same dignity with which she mourned her late husband. I want to thank you, my former colleagues at Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and especially give thanks to Bwana PS. You have in your ranks of ambassador no equal in the name of Her Excellency Ida Odinga, and I do hope and I do trust that you'll give her all the cooperation that she deserves. Once again, a lot of kind regards that I can fathom for the children and the family of the late Raila Odinga, and also to appreciate the fact that during all the years that Honorable Raila was tormented by instruments of state, this lady was also tormented by the same instruments of state. And really we've come full circle from the time when she was being kicked out of a house at Kenya High, I think. Now this country needs you. What a pleasant irony. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I don't ask my sister-in-law, Ruth Odinga, to say something.
I was not expecting to speak, but being a politician, I'll try my best. To the PS and the ambassadors here, all staff of the ministry, all protocols observed. Good afternoon. My name's Ruth Odinga, as you've heard. Her Excellency also, because once an excellency, always an excellency. That's because I used to be the deputy governor in Kisumu. I would like to say thank you so much to the Foreign Ministry, PS, Asanteni Sana. This is a great honor. 1.5 weeks ago, I was in Zimbabwe. And probably, maybe the condolences from Zimbabwe are also here. And I went to the embassy, the High Commission, and I tell you, it was really a great welcome. And they showed us the way people came in overwhelmingly. And actually, my coming there, they still came. The Kenyan diaspora all came. They wanted me to tell them what happened and all. And I did tell them, but they also honored us by doing a memorial, both for Right Honorable and for my sister Beryl, who used to live with them in Zimbabwe. So the whole of the embassy was fully represented, and the Kenya diaspora in a very elaborate ceremony in Zimbabwe. Thank you so much, because that showed a lot of love, even when the foreign missions outside the country. I would like to also take this opportunity to pass my greetings from my brother, Honorable Dr. Oburu Odinga, Senator. He's not with us here, but he's very aware that we are here, and he passes his greetings and thanks you. I'll also be very happy to say that maybe on behalf of Raila Odinga Center, coming to do the honor of that museum, we thank you so much. I felt very touched by that gesture. And thank you all. Asanteni sana, and God bless you. And long live Raila Amolo Odinga.
Thank you. Okay, I know we have many members of the family who would like to say something, but time is not on our side. Now, the Principal Secretary of State Department for Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abraham Korir Singoei, the Director General of UN, Ambassador Zainab Hawa, my friend, Dean of Diplomatic Corps in Kenya and Ambassador of Eritrea, all protocols observed, including all staff of the MFA. Good afternoon. Yeah, the afternoon has come in so quickly. I didn't expect it to come that fast. But thank you very much for coming. We feel honored on behalf of the family. We feel honored to see all of you here and to be presented with the books that has come in thick volumes. I know there are many, many more. Thank you very much for that. It is a great honor to have you here because we did know that other people outside our circle here were also thinking about us and remembering Honorable Raila Odinga that much. Maybe I just tell you something small about Raila Odinga. Of course, you know I'm his wife. We've been married for 52 years. Most of you are here in the audience, I know, are younger than 52 years. And all those years, we've had our good times and we had our bad times. There are so many things that have been said, but generally, being Raila's wife was great fun, and that's the best thing that has happened to me in my life. Now, we had 4 children together. The late Fidel Odinga, who died in January of 2015. And then we have Rosemary, who were introduced here. And then there's Junior and Winnie, the last born. Now, he was very close to his family. And I think he was a great head of the family. Now, the head of the family is gone. All what we can do is to carry his legacy and try to live according to his dreams, the dreams that he had for the family. Out there, I know thousands, maybe I could say millions of Kenyans have sent their condolences. Some came personally, some sent messages, and for them, I'm most grateful. Then the foreign affairs, Kenyans and other people from outside Kenya, these are the people whose greetings you have brought today, your condolences you brought today. We are most grateful. Now, to our ambassadors who are here from other countries, thank you very much for having opened the embassies so that people were able to condone with us. Now, there are still many things that have to be done. I was kind of surprised. We didn't expect Raila to die at this time. It came to us as a surprise. And with it, another surprise that followed it was that he had asked if he could be buried within 72 hours. I don't know when he wrote this will of his to be buried at 72 hours, whether he wrote it in Kenya or somewhere else. But 72 hours, such a short time. You know Kenyan funerals, how they go. It was such a short time, and therefore things had to be rushed quickly. And for us to beat that time, we are most grateful to the President, His Excellency William Samoei Ruto, who actually came in and stood in strong to make sure that his will was honored. So you can also convey our gratitude to His Excellency, the President. All those people who sent their condolences, we are grateful. Now today, we are still receiving visitors. We are still receiving messages of condolences. I know it will not end, and we have opened, our homes are still open, whether it is here in Nairobi or is back home in Bondo at Kangoka Jaramogi, you are all welcome. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you very much for the gratitude that you have done, you conveyed to us. May God bless you, and may God bless Kenya. May both get. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. May I request that we grant Her Excellency a standing ovation for those very touching remarks as she walks back to her seat. Thank you, Your Excellency. Makofi mazuri, tafadhali. May I request that we remain upstanding for the first stanza of the national anthem of the Republic of Kenya, which will signify the official closure of our engagement this afternoon, after which we will have a guided photo session. National anthem. Thank you. The protocol team will guide us on how our seats will be rearranged here. I request a 2-minute break just to have a chat with the person next to you and get to know each other better as the seats are arranged for the official photo session. I also encourage that you know somebody that you did not come here with. Thank you.